Hi, welcome to my channel, Susan Diamond Paints. Today's Saturday. I am doing a recording for a clip that I've already recorded. So, I started out, let's see, last Thursday I told you that, it was our first day full remote. I've done a week full remote. It has felt good. It's good to be home. Yeah, it was good. We had some issues though Thursday. So Wednesday was the last day for anyone to be in the building. Everybody had to be out Wednesday. Thursday morning, they decided they're going to move the servers. They should have done it Wednesday night, but you know, who am I to make a suggestion of what they should be doing, because no one want to work at night to move stuff. I don't know. So we were down Thursday morning about an hour and a half, because they had to move the servers from the building or wherever they were housing them things over to the warehouse. I'm not really sure. Try not to touch this paper here. The last recording I did, that's all you could hear was me mashing on the paper. So that's why I'm doing the recording again. So that was that. Friday I got a massive project done. I was so glad about that. So that Monday and Tuesday of next week is the last 2 days of the month. So once again, it's the end of the month. What do? I'm getting all my payments in, getting all my numbers done, and there we go. Mary, my coworker, has been helping me out on that, so I thank her for that. Let's see. So that's work related. I'm watching Still SWAT and Criminal Minds on TV. Caught up with Criminal Minds. Just glad that episode did the way it did. SWAT's caught up. Reading. Let's see. So January stats. If nothing changes, and it possibly could, because I'm going to try to get this audiobook that I started this week done. It was only like a 5-hour long audiobook, so maybe I can get done Monday or Tuesday to count in my January. But January's let's turn pages. I've gotten 1,000 pages read, so I go up to the next goal. That's how I'm going to do it this year, as opposed to put a limit on myself or putting a hard task on myself and say you got to read this many pages. I'm going to be doing work my way up pages. So 1,000's been accomplished, so the next goal is 5,000 pages. So that's what I will be adding. My January's total is a little over 1,000 for adding up to 5,000, and we'll see if we can get that in February. Ooh, don't even know where I'm at. February. Hoping by the end of February I will have a 5,000 mark. I'm not sure if I will or not, but you know, that's kind of the goal. So I have read 2 books in the finished the series for the Linda Fairstein. I've started on the 3rd one. I will not get that done for January unless I read tonight and tomorrow night, but that's kind of hard when you're playing your video game. So the 100 years of Disney, I only have 1 book added towards that, and I've already talked about that one. The audiobook, if I get the audiobook done this week, it will be 14 hours listened out of 365 hours. And let's see, I'm not counting my series reads towards my 100 Years of Wonders. I'm trying to scope it out a little bit and read some stuff, you know, published during the time period, reading something, you know, new, different, or what have you. I got to finish, I need to finish the Melissa Mayhew's Heartless book. I'm probably only a quarter way through that, so that's what I was at when I was at work. That's what I would read during lunch. It's kind of hard to read during lunch when you are working from home and have a husband and he wants to eat lunch with you. So not complaining too much on that, but that's another book that I'm going to have to pick up and read some. And that way, of course, to my Let's Turn Pages read. So maybe I will aim to get that one read in February. I have, let's see here, I'm trying to think of all the things to tell you that I talked about previously. Disney Dreamlight's got an update coming in February. I believe the update definitely is going to do a new Star Path. Yesterday, they ended the Star Path for the December-January event. So I had points, whatever you want to call it, left in the Star Path. So I got some of the motifs and yeah, I did. That's what I did. I did all the motifs that I was going to just use my points up for. The goal is before the new Star Path starts, and it's the last day to collect everything on the old Star Path, the festive Star Path. It's February 3rd, so I'm thinking after that's when the new update's going to come and the new Star Path's going to start. What hindered me for this last Star Path to not get everything, I told you I wanted to get everything, well, that didn't happen, is number one, I didn't focus on the duties. That should have been first priority. And number two, some of the duties included characters I haven't unlocked yet. And I'm afraid that's going to be the same thing in the 100 Years of Wonder Star Path duty list, that I'm not going to have the characters that they're asking, like, they say, give 6 of Elsa's favorite gifts. Well, I don't have Elsa. Kristoff's the only one I got on that one. So the goal, hopefully this weekend and this week, is to start unlocking everybody. At least just get them into the valley. You don't have to complete all their tasks, but get them into the valley. So I think first I'll start with Scar, and then I'll get Woody and Buzz Lightyear. And then I know I have to accomplish Kristoff stuff to get Anna and Elsa there. And I've got what I need for, I think, Ariel's to get Prince Eric there. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be trying for at least the next week, to get some people unlocked so that they can be some part of the duties for the rewards, or else I'm going to be doing some more of the basic stuff like grow these crops and harvest these crops and make this food and do that and the other. So, and then they also coming down for 2023 for Disney Dreamlight, it's multiplayer. So kind of Mary and myself kind of talked about that, about how that would be. She said she's thinking, well, if they do it like, I think Animal Crossing, I haven't played that, but I think the new one out, the New Horizon, I think that's what she's been playing. But anywho, she said on that, it's kind of like if you go visit everybody's island, then they have different things they sell that you can buy. And then, so, it's kind of like, I don't know what the thought is going to be on how multiplayer is going to work for Dreamlight. I told her, I said, yeah, so just sell me all your coal, because that's what I need. And I told her the crazy thing that I did, and she about fell out. She's like, why did you do that? I was like, so I can just make the food, I need when I need it. But you got to have the coal for that. So last night, I knew I was going to have to harvest. Harvest doesn't take any energy, but planting and watering does. And I knew that I was going to harvest a bunch of crops, and I needed to replant. And that takes energy. So what I'd done the night before when I played is I went, and I got about like 300,000 coins. So that's about all I have. I mean, I don't have like a crap ton. I don't even have, 500,000 yet, but I have 300. So I can buy a crap ton of onions if I want to. Onion seeds, I guess I should say. And then plant all that and sell it. So, anyway, though, I went to a chef, what is the rat's name? Ratuli. I went to his restaurant and bought 100. I did 100. So you buy 99 and then one and you have 100. So I bought 100 eggs, 100 milk, 100 cheese. Egg, milk, cheese. What else is it? Eggs, milk. Oh, butter. 100 butter. And then so I can make 100 souffles, and that would be my energy that I'd have to do my crops. But I don't have 100 coal. I thought I had more coal than what I had when I was making my souffles because I was getting myself started and ran out of coal. I'm like, well, crap, it's the Batman. So I was like, well, alright. So I was like, well, I'll take Scrooge McDuck and we'll go mining. So I went mining and went a couple of times, just kind of like around the biomes. Because once you go around, then the next, for the where you started, it should be respawned. And you can go back again. So I didn't get quite 99 coal, but I got about 60 coal, I think. So I got enough to do what I needed to do. I'm really doing this at an awkward angle, but I'm trying really hard not to hit the plastic paper so it won't be in the recording that much. So that's what I did last night, and then harvested my onions and finished growing stuff in some of the biomes that I gotta finish up. But then about 10:30 I was kind of done playing. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch me some Grey's Anatomy because that's what I've been watching, playing catch up on that again. I didn't start watching it when it came on. I started watching it after it pretty much, well, at that point in time was said and done, before they decided they were going to do a new season. So I'm in season 10 now. I was in season 9, so I'm in 10 now. Last night I rolled into season 10, so kind of some exciting stuff, you know, some sad stuff, so I'm dealing with that. What I should have done was I should have read last night, but I didn't, because I didn't go to bed till after 1, just watching episodes, and then my husband was playing on his PC Fortnite with his friends, so he was done, I think, till after 12, and then he was looking something up, and I thought, well, he's like, you can still watch TV. I'm like, no, I said, it's after 1, it's time to go to bed. So we had done that, and of course, you know, you wake up crazy when you do that. So that is where I'm at on Grey's Anatomy. So that's your catch up for you on my Goodreads stuff. So I'm going to tell you what my decision is for February. February is going to be a little different month. You're not going to be seeing, in fact, Tuesday's time-lapse video is a start on another painting. This will not be the painting, though, that you're going to see in February. February, I'm going to do a mystery diamond painting, or should call it a mystery to you. I already know what the painting is, but I'm just going to do, you know, a section at a time, do my video, and then that's what you'll get for February. So 28 days of a mystery diamond painting to you. It helps me because, you know, it's going to be something I want to get done. So I will be working on that canvas and recording all my videos for that. Usually on Sundays, what I did last week. So I've got videos ready to go. I'm just working on them right now. Don't have audio with them as of yet. So it's going to be, I hope it's going to be like my advent calendar in December. So I'll at least try to talk with you during that. It may be boring talk though, because a lot of times all I have to talk about is work, because, you know, there's only so much I can tell you. Guess what I'm doing at Disney. Well, since I guess I'm trying to unlock everybody, that's what you'll be hearing about. Me unlocking everybody. But that's for February. So if I don't get done with the picture, the idea is maybe it won't be March, but maybe April, do the same thing and finish it. Kind of like an every other month kind of thing. I don't want to take away my time from getting my customs done, because my goal is to get my customs done by April, by Easter. So I'm halfway through the second one. So I'll try to, if I think about it, I'll try to give you progress pictures on the mystery diamond painting. New to you, not to me. You know, it was enough just to get you Mr. and Mrs. Hawk. So just to remember to upload the pictures. Not like I didn't have the pictures. I had the pictures. I just had to get them uploaded into the video. So I'm trying to do better things with my channel. I have an idea for what I'm going to do with my intros for February. So I'm also decided that I am going to put the devotional back in the videos instead of keeping them separate, because that's just, you know, I tried it out doing it separate. It was a little bit more work, but I could get those uploaded a lot faster because all I had to do was schedule them. I mean, I could upload those in one day and have them ready to go, and they're ready for the month. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the February devotionals back in the videos, so they'll be what I'm gonna do is film this tonight, so we'll just see how it goes. There may be a new intro for your February mysteries. And then after the new intro will be the devotional, and then we'll start on the picture, and then there we'll go. So I did not have a kidding up video to go with this picture because I didn't do one. I am not kidding it up. I am kidding it up as I go. So what you'll see is, well, the first square that I did, and I'm doing like 350 drills in a square. So the first square I did multiple videos, so I've got all those put together now, because I was opening the bags up and showing you every time I did a new color, I would show you the color, the symbol in the box. So I don't think I did that for the second video. I can't remember if I did or not. Third video has a new color, but I haven't looked at that video, so I can't even tell you if I did that either. So for this picture, it's gonna be kidding it up as I go, which really isn't bad. I like the kidding up process. The only thing is I can't do it right now because I've got my artist table, the desk tilted because that's how I'm working on my canvas, and the only way I could do a kidding up was if the desk was flat. And I don't want to, you know, make it flat, then turn around again, raise it back up while I'm working on a picture, because it's just, you know, easier to keep it up. So that's just how I decided to do that, so I wouldn't have to deal with, you know, number one, doing a kidding up video, and number two, it kind of helps a little bit more, I think, with the static issue, with just, you know, opening it up, pour it in the container, put my dryer sheet in the container, and away I go. So I think it's helping out more that way with the static, and the static's only going to get worse. The colder it gets and the more heat you have, the drier the air, and I think that's what's causing the static issue. So that is what I will be dealing with. I think this week's going to not be as cold, but I think there's a couple of days it's going to be colder. I think the weekend's going to be colder. Next weekend's going to be colder. And rainy. It's going to be rainy this week, so getting ourselves out of the drought. So we got a lot of rain for January, so I think we're at 7 inches, so which is good. So it helps, you know, the rain you get at the beginning of the year helps with your summer months so that you're not in a drought. And the South is pretty well known to be in a drought, so it's you know, one of those things. We always have a deficit, and usually in the summer months you're looking in a drought. So a lot of people, at least now, don't quite, I mean, it hasn't been lately, I can't remember lately that we were at the point where if you are going to water your lawn or what have you, I think now it just really doesn't. People's got their own sprinkler systems and things of that nature, but you know, sometimes during a drought you have a water ban, so you can't use your water for your, as we'd say, your extracurricular activities for your yard, watering your yard. It just let it go brown, and you know, there you go. Summertime, you don't need no grass anyways. But anywho, but I don't think a lot of people remember the days of, you know, if it was a water ban on you watering your crops, your lawn, your flowers, what have you, that sometimes it was a, if your name ended in this letter in the first part of the alphabet, you would water on the odd days. If your name ended on this part of the alphabet, you would water on the even days. So there were things I can remember that growing up that my daddy I'd be allowed to water on even or odd days depending on how it fell because you're in a drought. And I do remember the biggest drought, and it was in the 80s, and I'll have to look it up to give you the actual year, but I remember it being so bad that at that point in time, my dad had cows, and he had to go, people up out west, where they had more rain and had better things, crops and things than what we had down here, and I think the hay came from to feed the cows came from out of state, and you had to go wherever and pick it up. So it's kind of, I guess, one of those things when you live in the country, those are things you deal with. You live in the city, you don't think too much about it, but yeah, you'd have water bans. You couldn't use your water to water your lawn, so kind of, I think, unheard of in today's generation, but especially the sprinkler systems, like we just can't turn it on. So yeah, I just, there are things you remember when you're growing up, and that was one of them. Like I said, it was in the 80s, and I just remembered my dad having to go somewhere to pick up some hay to feed his cows. They were more, the cattle, I think were more pets than they were actually producing to sell to market to make money. I think they're more just pets, pretty much. I mean, he grew up on a farm, so you have that. So I do remember, just speaking of the farm thing, which made me think about something, but I don't think I've told y'all this, but I remember my dad, and this is also in the 80s, this is when we were kids, and especially in the summertime, he had his own garden. He was in between jobs, and I think he just decided to take a break. And really, if you have a savings, that's good and great and everything. And he had that, so we grew our own crops, and I'm talking about a good size farm, not farm, but crop area. And we ate our own vegetables all summer long. And then my mom would can stuff to get us through winter. And then really the only thing you had to pay for was the extra stuff, the cereal, the milk, the eggs, because we didn't have chickens, we didn't like cows to milk, we didn't have that either. Just the meat, the extra stuff. So, but we had our own vegetables, and we had some of our own fruits too. We had cantaloupes and watermelons, and he had a couple of peach trees, but they didn't produce peaches that much. I think it's just because of where we're located, and the birds would get to it first anyway. So, but yeah, the crops, the standard stuff, corn and potatoes and carrots and cucumbers and squash and trying to think, just pretty much basic green beans, peas, basic crops and your fruits and vegetables that you'd eat. Like I said, watermelons and cantaloupes, tomatoes, cucumbers. Not too many exotic or foreign things, I guess you could say, at least not back then. Zucchini and eggplant and things like that, but definitely carrots and cucumbers, potatoes and squash. And to this day, because of that, I can't eat squash casserole. You can just say it and I can taste it in my mouth. It's just one of those things. I'm not a big squash person. If it's with like mixed vegetables or something, maybe. But I'm not a squash person, so and that's what I tell anybody who fixes squash casserole. I'm not eating it. I just can't. I can't eat it. So like I said, we ate it so much during that summer that, like I said, you just say it, and I can taste it in my mouth. I can't do it, so I To this day, I don't eat it. But no, I didn't like cucumbers then. I like cucumbers now. Still like pickles, but so my sister could just eat, cucumbers with vinegar, salt, and pepper on it. That's how they ate the cucumbers. Just cut them up, or cucumbers and tomatoes. Well, I don't like tomatoes, and that's definitely not happening. So I wasn't a big cucumber person. I am now. I like cucumbers. I can do cucumbers. You can just cut it up, put it on a piece of bread and mayonnaise, and I'm good to go. Just give me a cucumber sandwich. But I can do cucumber cut up with, of course, ranch dressing. I think anything's good with ranch dressing, but that's just me. I've made sandwiches with ranch dressing before because I didn't have any mayonnaise. You do what you gotta do, people, So, and now we really don't have to do what we gotta do because prices of everything has gone up sky high, insane. You get lucky, you try to find do some bargain shopping and, find eggs less than $3. I feel like I'm doing good, And for me, it doesn't care. I don't care the size. I mean, large eggs obviously will take you further through the carton than, medium eggs were. I'm just used to doing, for medium eggs, like 3 eggs in the morning, that's our scrambled eggs. We split it up and we're good. So, large eggs would get you further. I could do 2 large eggs, but it just depends on the price and what bargain you can find for it. So, and I think that's, part of the whole recession thing and what we're getting ready to really get ourselves into here, the deficit and the debts on the ceiling, is the whole COVID situation where you gave us a stimulus package just to get us through because we weren't spending anything. We couldn't spend anything if you can't go anywhere. So, I mean, really, let's think about this, people. But then, where does this stimulus money come from? It's not like you just print the paper. I mean, if you print the paper, the money would have no value. So, it's, borrowing money from Peter and Paul. So, there you go. That's what the country is in. So, now you have people that's, living off the stimulus or living off God knows what. Because I don't know what they're living off of. If you're not working, I don't get it. I don't know. Unemployment, the government, you're living off of somebody. Because you got to pay for crap. So, I mean, you can't be watching your TV and stealing crap because it doesn't work that way. Even Netflix is cracking down on the password sharing. So, I don't know. That's the other thing you look at. Pretty soon you're not going to have any TV streaming services. You're not going to have like Charter and DirecTV and what have you because all the networks are getting their own streaming platform. Peacock's, NBC, and Hulu is ABC, definitely, because Disney owns ABC. And then, Paramount, CBS. So, AMC's got their own streaming service. Discovery has theirs. That's where you get all your paranormal, your Food Network, your Street Outlaws. That's what I watched. So we're still caught up on Street Outlaws. We'll watch those on Monday nights. So Monday nights is pretty good too. With Street Outlaws, we can break it up between 2 meals. That's our dinner time meals. That's what we watch. And then America's Got Talent All Stars is on right now. So we have that for Monday. So that spreads it out into the week. So, by Friday, maybe that's when you're looking for something to watch. So we're still watching Jack Reacher, so watched a little bit of that. I think Thursday night. Last night was game night, so tonight will be game night, but we can't be going to bed that late because we're at church in the morning. But, yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of where we are. So, yeah, the working thing, I just don't get. I don't get it. I want to know what you're doing. I mean, yeah, if I could quit my job and just diamond paint all day long, that'd be great. But I gotta pay for my medical. I mean, your insurance is that's what I don't understand. It's like, do you not have insurance? I mean, are y'all what are you doing? Because you can't be doing the Cobra, because Cobra's expensive. So, I don't know what these people are doing, or you're just not going to the hospital. And I can't see that not happening either, because, something crazy would happen, and you got to go to the doctor. And especially with COVID still running rampant. And I know that there was a little bit of a spike going on, so it almost was the talk of, at least in our area, of the masking back up again. But definitely, I guess it's the same people. It's the social distancing and washing your hands. I mean, I think we've gotten lax on that. That's what's happening. And then, of course, now the COVID's vamped up, the flu's vamped up, and I think there's one more that's going with the flu right now. That's a little crazy. So wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face with your hands, and social distance. So yeah, that's your public service announcement for the day. And so, yeah, like I said, you already have a video to go with this, so I can't really talk to you about what I'm doing in my picture, because I'm not, number one, I'm not filming it. And that's the other, thing, with trying different things with the channel and doing different things. I want to start including YouTube shorts on my channel, but you gotta have the videos to do that. And it may be, maybe I'll still keep filming my custom and put that as your YouTube short. And that's an idea. That would be a serious time lapse too. But yeah, just trying to keep it a little fresh and a little real, I guess I should say, and just talk your full head off about crazy things that I'm doing. So trying little different things for February, different things for the channel, just to see how it goes. So I think I'll check on the time here. I don't know where I'm at. I might just finish this color up. Oops. That's what I was trying not to hit. Try not to hit the plastic, because you'll hear that noise. Got glue dots in my pen right now, so I went back to my glue dots. They by far, for me, I think are the best for single placing. For hard pressers, I think I'll just reiterate I'm a hard presser, so I still have my Mary Mud over here. I just hadn't felt the need to put that in my pen right now to do my Ever Moments, my custom. So I've been watching, catching back up on 4 Kids at 147, and last night I was watching her, and she's getting back in her Heaven Earth design project. She's doing, of course, Little Dreamer's Tree, but she's doing the the thing is massive. I think she said it's like 1 meter long. I can't remember how wide it is, but the Heaven and Earth design cross stitch patterns are big patterns anyway. I've got 3, I think I have blank canvases for. So that's I always tell you about that. I've got, I think, 3 of those I want to do. So that's just working up on getting my spares together and getting them back done like I told you I wanted to do, but I haven't ordered the labels yet from 4 Kids at 147, so I got to do that. Get that figured out. But that, that's not a project I can work on right now because I'm still in the middle of a picture and don't have anything to dekit. So that's why I'm going to do that. Start moving it to its own its own binder, but like I said, do the colors and then spread it out through the binders. And I got a box over here that I might be able to put the binders in. I don't know. Oh, excuse me, sorry, that's to staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Try not to do all that. Is that all? That's not on my white. Bear with me, I got crinkling going on. Try not to talk during the crinkling part. Trying to get this lead. Let's see, pull this one down. Yeah, right there. There's that. Okay. And then one more crinkly. No? Okay, no more crinkly there. I gotta pick this drill up though. Oop, get off there. It fell down. I don't know what it fell down from, but it fell down. Okay, so that is the chat with you today. This will be, like I said, on Monday's video that I already have recorded. So, yeah, about 35 minutes. I can't remember how long the video is, but yeah, that's a pretty good chatty with you. So this will be Monday's chat. Tuesday got time lapse. I got that loaded up right now. And then Wednesday will be February 1st. And Wednesday is when you're going to see the February Mystery to You diamond painting. So I will chat with y'all later, and y'all have a good one. Bye.